And now, a rebirth of Robinson Crusoe's adventures on the Cursed Island. Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we will be doing an unboxing of a Veterans Pledge for the Robinson Crusoe Collector's Edition. So this box is going to be probably 75% empty because I own everything for Robinson Crusoe. But we're going to take a look and see what comes inside. I don't know whether you're going to be able to get this version down the road, but we also have the Sailor and Gamer add-ons, the Book of Adventure, and then underneath here we have the Playmat. So this thing is super wide, but very nice because not only does it incorporate all the normal parts of the board, but it's a little more spacious over here. I'd say there's a little bit more room for everything, but then you have this entire section over here for your book. The adventure book just sits right here and opens up right there. There's a space for it, so literally everything is right here except for your individual player boards. So really nice neoprene mat. It is super wide though, something like 40 inches or something like that. It doesn't quite fit on the inside of my table here, so I'll have to be playing it on top of the table, on the table topper. But anyways, that is the neoprene mat there. I actually want to take a look at the Book of Adventures first, because this, for anybody who is a fan of Robinson Crusoe, this is what you should be most excited about. Now, come packaged with the adventure book is this small deck of cards, and people have been unsure about what to do with this. These cards represent every single piece of additional equipment that you might need for every scenario in this book. They say not to mix this in, to keep this separate. You don't need to shuffle it or anything like that, but various scenarios are going to call out specific cards from this deck. I'm hoping that there's going to be a separate place for this inside the larger box, but just wanted to point that out for anybody who has seen these and might be curious, oh, why did they throw me some extra cards? Well, they're not extras, they're specifically to go along with this book. So we have a very nice spiral bound book. It is warping a little bit, but it's nice. The production here is nice. It's not linen paper, but it's not cheap feeling either. It feels like a nice hardbound book style paper. So we have just some thoughts on how to read the labels on here. So they have ranked things by difficulty, who the audience is, length of time, and the genre. So audience being like, for families or kids or for the hardcore. And then we have this. Look at this table of contents. Look at how extensive this is. So sometimes there'll be some things repeated in here, but essentially you have difficulty, there is hope, difficulty, small chance, difficulty, no chance, and difficulty, straight to hell. So here is all the scenarios ranked by difficulty. Then you have all of the scenarios ranked by audience. So do you want to play with kids and family? Experts at the table, everyone just have fun. Then here we have length of time. So die in 5 minutes, a long death, or a standard strife. So quick, long, medium. Die in 5 minutes is the shortest gameplay, short enough to fit in another game during game night. And then you have the genres. So this is going to be, Castaway Story is the main ones from Robinson Crusoe. Unusual Perils, I think, came from the campaign expansion. Book and movie inspired, so this is going to be like Volcano Island, Treasure Island. What else do we have in here? The Dreadful King Kong, dramatic events, eerie tales, and realistic fiction. And then there's this one, gameplay experiment, yin versus yang. It says a scenario where the very core of the game is challenged. Very interesting. So at this point then we start with everything being here, and so there's very clear, you can see from the sides here that they are all ranked initially by this first ranking here by difficulty. So there is hope, small chance, no chance, straight to hell. But once you're up here, you see this one's in green. This one's going to say, oh, this is for kids and family. This is a short one, and it's a book and movie inspired. Let's just kind of randomly flip to another one here. Cursed Island. So now we get into a yellow scenario. This is everyone have fun, standard length of time, and an eerie tale. Let's jump a little further here. Castaways. Medium difficulty, kids and family, takes a long time, castaway story. So I really like how this is done, how it's all right here. And there's just so much gameplay on here. Like, this is one of the new ones. No chance, experts, standard length, book and movie inspired. So one of the best things about Robinson Crusoe was that these scenarios made the game feel like a different game every time I played it. And so I was always eager to try out the next scenario. It never felt samey. It never felt like I was just playing through the same motions every time. There was no way to game the system or learn a strategy unless you played the same exact scenario over and over and over again. And I even have provided you some blank scenarios here that you could create your own scenario. So I think that's pretty cool too. And then in the very back of the book, I'm not going to spoil it, but there are some secrets. There's a newspaper right here, and then some additional stuff underneath. So some stuff to look forward to, kind of like a secret envelope at the back of the book. That is our book of adventure. All right, up next we have our core box. Again, this is the Veterans Pledge, since I already owned all of the, at least up to that point, most of the Robinson Crusoe stuff. This one should just contain all of the new stuff. So, Introductory Campaign Guide. So this one is really cool because it sets up for a scenario here, gives you round overview, action resolution phase, so a completely redone rule book. Alright. This just lists what is exclusive to the Kickstarter here. So we're going to see miniatures in here instead of the wooden discs. We're going to see a volcano dice tower, and we will go ahead and put that together. I don't know whether or not that's going to be able to be left up, but I'll probably build it and just leave it on the shelf somewhere. The modular campsite, which is really just purely cosmetic, but I guess the miniatures are too. And then a whole bunch of animal companions, new adventure cards, new event cards, supported dramatic morale mini expansion, cave mini expansion, weather tiles, optional add-ons, rotten wounds, lorry totems, pirates maps, companion app packs, and then we have some, we have the sailor and gamer add-on. We will be doing that. I did not go for the wooden dice. I'm not a huge fan of wooden dice personally. The Playmat we've already seen. I did not go for the painted resin components. I don't know why, but they just, I wasn't taken with those spyglass tiles, and I can't remember whether I got this treasure chest promos or not, so we'll have to see about that. Here is some of the stuff right off the bat. So weather tiles, you can change up the weather. These will just overlay over top of the playmat or the board. And then the caves mini expansion, so you can go in and find various things in the cave. I think you would just put one of these tokens on that tile there and flip it over. Here we have our Volcano dice tower. We'll put this together here in just a minute. This is just purely for fun. All right, then we have the introductory campaign. So this is supposed to be like the tutorial scenario, and literally everything is right here. You don't need the playmat or anything else. It is giving everything to you. So it's scenario 1, scenario 2. This is scenario 3. Again, this is all about learning how to play the game. And then scenario 4. So I think at this point you are starting to use the actual map, but you know, basically start here. Okay, now we have some miniatures here. Now this was, you know, produced by Portal Games, but the miniatures was in collaboration with Awaken Realms. So what you're seeing is Awaken Realms' sun drop effect here. So here is one of my favorite characters, Friday. Okay, so there's only one of him along with the dog. So I actually really enjoy playing pure solo because I get to play with Friday and the dog, and I don't have to worry about feeding them. Such a bonus. So here we have I think she's the captain or the adventurer. Looking good there. And I believe there is like a male and a female version. So 2 versions of everything and a male and female version. For example, here are the 2 cooks. Both sun dropped. What do we got here? We've got a monkey with a hammer. So I think these guys can change and replace the dog. So the dog's really good at hunting. You can send it out hunting. I'm assuming the monkey is good at building stuff. The horse is probably good at traversing the map. That's a really nice little miniature right there. Plus the sun drop color just works for it. Ooh, a little tiny bird here. Little itty bitty bird. And then come here. And then a cat. Alright. We have some compasses. We've got some wooden pot lids. Not 100% sure what these are used for, but some lanterns, some of these. Actually, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to putting together the campsite. Let's see what else we got here. We got a piece of foam. All right. Now, this is another thing that I am super excited about, and that is the dual layer player boards. I know this is very simple, but just your health cube that sits in here is not going to be knocked away. Soldier, that's what it was. So there's your male and female soldier. So these are actually like triple layer because it's front layer back. There is your explorer. These are all, you know, the original base game characters here. The cook and the carpenter. And then we are going to have and don't worry, we will show a reboxing video, but here is a tray for some of the components. And honestly, I'm a little sad to give up my current storage solution for Robinson Crusoe. It was one of the first storage solutions after Frosthaven or Gloomhaven that I was really proud of, and I feel like it works really well. Man, that lid is on there. All right, okay. So we've got a lid. This is holding those. I'm assuming this maybe is to hold these cards. No, that's too big for that. I'm not sure what's supposed to go there, but obviously it's designed to fit something. All right, and then we've got some more stuff in here. So we have some additional discs. I'm not sure what these are for. There's a crab and a shell. We have some of the new cards. There we go. We have what appears to be a lizard and a campsite. Treasure chest, pig, a wolf, a boat, a sack, and a tent. Oh, are these dividers? I bet these are dividers. That's what these are. So these can hopefully go. This is probably where all the cards go right here. We have some stickers. Okay, so those purple discs are in case you want to use the discs. If you're a purist, you can put the animal companions onto the purple disc, and then it looks like they give you a new Friday, which is interesting. He looks more like the sculpt, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not supposed to be Friday. And then we have a shipwreck wreckage tile. You can get the rules for this tile here. Okay, so don't throw that away. And that appears to be it. Let's just check underneath here. No secrets. Oh well. All right. So first things first. Let's set that aside. And I want to build this. So here are all the various pieces that we're going to be working with. There's a little workbench area. Not 100% sure what this is for, but there's that. Okay, so first of all, you have the exterior, so the palisades. These are going to protect you against attacks from animals. So you can build this here, and then you can put this on top of it, like it might go like this. Yep, there we go. Alright, and there's how many levels of palisades? Well, I'm covering up my playmat here that I need to review. Okay, yeah, so, oh no, there's 4 levels of palisades. So I'm not quite sure, but then in here can go our actual hut. So then there's levels of roofs that we can add on here. So this guy is going to go like so. How does he go in there? He goes in here somewhere. There we go. So extra roofs. There you can see that. So here is the Volcano dice tower. It feels like it should be pretty easy to take off and store like this, which, you know, can be done. Kind of like Wingspan's dice tower. But there is just something, you know, things aren't quite lining up like I would have expected them to. I'm wondering if I put this together wrong. See how it's like bulging right here? Also, these little notches. So there's these 2 pieces here. One has extra notches at the top. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go in the back, and those notches are supposed to line up with the volcano. Anyways, it's a freebie, so I'm not going to complain too much. I don't know how often I'll use it, but there you go. Alright, last but not least, we have our Sailor and Gamer add-ons. So let's take a look at this. Nice little box, actually. Storage tray. So, interestingly enough, there's not a spot for these. So this is where they're going to live. I wonder if there's going to be a spot for them in the box. But here we have male and female gamers and male and female sailors. Let's see what's she carrying. She appears to be carrying a thing of board games, honestly. That's what I think she's carrying. Let's see what he's carrying. Yep. 2 bags of board games. I love it. And let's see what their cool stuff is. So a gamer can discard 3 to gain an extra worker, brown or gray this round. They can discard 2 to ignore 1 attack while hunting. After resolving an adventure card effect, discard 3 to not shuffle it into the event or discard. Cheat AC bonus. Boom, Force Shield, Noob, or Power Gamer. Discard 3 to draw 2 mystery cards. Resolve only the first treasure from the drawn cards. Discard the rest. And she's got a con badge on. That's cool. Let's see if we can see that on her thing. Oh, you're right. It is there. Con. That's cool. And then the sailor. So that was pretty straightforward. Very curious though as to see, do these have a spot in the box? So here's the big empty box. Here's this, and I don't know. Obviously they're not meant to, it's going to be a lot of cards and tiles down there at that end, but we'll see. Maybe there's enough room for them to go on top here. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our unboxing of the Veterans Pledge of Robinson Crusoe. Keep an eye out for a reboxing video showing how all the content fits into this empty box we received. I'm going to leave this for you right here. If you want to pause the video and take a look at all of our different scenarios. If there's a specific scenario you would love to see, please let me know in the comment section below. We will be doing a playthrough with all this fun new content here on the channel very soon. So once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.